Well, okay, very good points. I just wanted to expand on the concepts that you mentioned. Uh, I already posted a couple of videos above to your peers and explaining. Michael Porter wrote a famous paper in 1985 about the limits of diversification, and he explains he did a research on 4,000 companies or 4,000 acquisitions or joint ventures, whatever, and he got to the conclusion that 70% of diversification fail. In some cases, even more when it's unrelated diversification. And he explains that there are other ways, so you don't need to acquire a company and incorporate the company into the conglomerate. You can just buy shares of the company and keep the company independent. Or another case that is the restructuring. So if you believe that acquiring a small company that's not in very good shape and incorporating a large conglomerate, you are going to heal the company. The reality is that normally the opposite happens. So better keeping the company independent. And if you want to provide technology or financial resources, go ahead, but don't incorporate the company into the conglomerate because this really kills the organization. And he says that, however, there are good news, and the good news related to diversifications are connected to synergies. And there are two types of synergies. One is called transfer of skills, that basically when you incorporate one small SPU, Smith strategic business unit, into a group of other SBUs, other business units, there is some transfer of skills. So if one company is good in marketing, this one SBU is good in marketing, can transfer this knowledge to other parts of the SBUs, other SBUs. So they all learn marketing, they all learn technology, they all learn financials, strategies, they all learn whatever. I mean, acquisitions, mergers, whatever. And the second type of synergies is called share activities. That is, for example, you are good in developing technologies. Okay, you have a good laboratory. Okay, all the SBUs use this laboratory. It's not transfer, it's share. So basically, what Microsoft says is that normally these synergies are good and it's something that you should promote. And the reality sometimes is not so easy. So the transfer skills or the share activities or the synergies in general. So when you go to the reality, they don't materialize the way you expect. Another thing that okay, so sometimes they're a utopia. I participated many years in a project of synergies, and we created or participated in teams that were created, and the reality was that you need to analyze these potential synergies, and Porter recommends using the value chain, so that the value chain is a good way to understand synergies. Let me show you how it works. This is as you see here, you have three SBUs here, strategic business units, ABC, and each SBU has its own value chain. So here you see what is the meaning of share resources or transfer resources. Share resources is that SBU has a good marketing skills or technology or whatever, and the other SBUs use it. Transfer is different. Transfer means that SBU2 has a good sales whatever, and okay, transfer to other use SBU the sales team, whatever. If you think about it, if you look at the graph underneath, this is more, if you want, or less sophisticated organizations. Simpler organizations are at the left. Organizations as machines. Organizations as organisms are more sophisticated. They create more economic value and they help to grow. Organizations as networks, they are even better, and organizations as brains are the best way to create economic value and to be more competitive and grow. And if you look at this is organization as brains is very much what Michael Porter calls synergies, so that the organization works as a matrix. Everyone is sharing resources or transferring resources, so the entire conglomerate of SBUs can work more efficiently using the resources, the good resources that they have. And if the worst case scenario is when they don't just share any resource, they are like machine. So this helps to understand exactly what Michael Porter recommends, that is, transform your organization in a brain, so that all the neurons are interconnected and they are sharing information and sharing energy and sharing motivation and sharing every type of resource. Interesting, right?